Hello, everyone. I'm here because I've been feeling the urge to connect more deeply on an individual level with my guides, and I decided to open the records today, which I actually have not done in a really long time. But ever since the equinox, it feels like there's been a lot of shakeups and a lot of distractions and a lot of stuff going on in the world, and I just kept getting this tap on the shoulder, like go within, get in touch with your guides. And so I'm gonna share what came through in the records today, and I have to admit it even makes me kind of nervous to share it, because I don't want it to sound, the spiritual perspective of things is often so much more from a higher perspective that some people can mistake it for bypassing. But I just remind you to hold whatever truths you need to hold and take what resonates, leave the rest. So here's what they said. First, I saw them like hammering with a gavel, and they said, "Order in the court. We shall judge those by their actions and deeds. Love those who plant positive seeds. Love those who help us see our greatness. Love those who join in partnership. Love those who give and receive with integrity. You are receiving upgrades at the moment, receiving more soul essence into physical form. This illuminates more shadows to be witnessed, integrated, changes be made where needed. Clear away the old, plant the new. Some new is already beginning to bloom. It all happens simultaneously. You see the different stages because you live in a linear time-space continuum. You're already experiencing new Earth when you choose to. Old Earth is still transforming as well. There's a gap between the two, and there is a bridge. Many of you have leapt across this gap and can still see what's happening where you came from. Cut the cords and know that those who are still in transmutation phase are right where they've chosen to be. You are here to create the quote-unquote new pathways to divine human consciousness. You vibrate this into existence with your soul light, with your love, with your presence, and with your thoughts as well. Bring discipline to how you think as it influences how you feel. Stay centered in your heart, have gratitude for where you are, how far you've come, and what is around you. Keep creating more of that. When density arises, let it flow through. Cut the cords to anything that weighs you down, that is not yours. Some of you may enjoy looking at the density, but do so with caution and detachment. Stay aware of the state of being. Stay aware of your state of being. You absolutely are the portal, the tree of life, the conduit for spirit to take form. We can only assist if your vibration is in alignment and you are flowing. When you shut off, and that's okay at times, you block the divinity that can flow through you. Stay open, trust, have faith, and gratitude. You are the earth angels, humans divine. So that was a really good reminder for me. It gives me some things to reflect on and how I want to move forward right now. I wanted to pull a few cards just to see if there's any other messages that want to come through. Because they said you are the tree of life, I decided to get out my Tree Angel Oracle deck. So let's see if there's any more messages. Oh, wow. I love this card. The Pipple, or the Pipel, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. 32. This is the Bodhisattva. This is like the type of tree that Buddha sat under, I believe, when he attained enlightenment. And let me just look in the book really quick. I can't believe this. Many hundreds of years before Gautama Siddhartha found enlightenment beneath the pipal tree, after which he became the Buddha, and the tree became known as the Bo or Bodhi tree, or tree of enlightenment. It was already the most sacred tree in India, the most divine essence of Brahma, the immortal, which no one can grasp as it is being itself. Came into matter through this tree. The most divine essence of Brahma, the immortal which no one can grasp as being itself, came into matter through this tree. This makes the pipal an incarnation of the tree of life itself, giver of well-being, master of 1,000 songs, leader of the wise. The angel pipal is an avatar who calls upon us to stop and meditate. This angel is a door to spiritual freedom, true inspiration, and wisdom. It even makes complete inner freedom, that is, enlightenment, possible. The pipal also symbolizes divine omnipresence, meaning in turn that the whole earth is sacred. Never forget that this is not about your enlightenment, which would miss the point altogether. Look at a single pipal leaf and then see the tree in its entirety. Turning away from the spiritual potential that lies within us and within nature leads to superficiality and materialism, and even more so to separation and loneliness. Human beings and the earth are injured, degraded, and desecrated. Go within, empty yourself. No wishes, no plans, no fears, no fury, no future, no past. No holding back, no holding on. Breathe as everything breathes. Pulse as the universe pulses. I love that. That's a beautiful confirmation of the messages that came through. And again, that reminder that I was getting to stop and meditate and just take a break from everything and to just be. And I see like this cup being emptied so that it can be refilled. So I'm going to pull one more from my Earth Warriors deck. And I hope that, I can't remember if this really came through in the message that I read from the records, but I think it did. But it's like this card says, it's not about you. It's more about, I mean, it is, but it's also about the whole and how can we affect the whole and people who are in the position to do so. I feel like are really being called on to open up to receive what wants to come through. Because we know some people are not in that place of peace right now. So if you happen to be so, take advantage of that for not just for yourself, but for the whole. Okay, so one more card today. Dadiri, hearing truth. Gorgeous. This card reminds me of Venus and Scorpio with the dove and the butterfly. The dove being Venus, Scorpio being the transformation of the butterfly. And I'm going to see what this card says. There is a deeper truth that shall bring peace to your heart, offering you guidance, comfort, and renewal. You are guided to turn within for your answers. Do not allow another to interrupt, influence, or distort your personal, trusting relationship with the divine. Allow Spirit to be your highest counsel always, and you shall never be led astray. You shall know that the words to speak and the consciousness to hold to evoke healing and set things right. Listen, for deep within, truth is known. And it says to focus on what you know to be true by tuning into what you feel and not focusing on appearances or the opinions of others. The voice of Spirit is deep within you. Anytime you want or need guidance, you have the ability to tune in to that inner voice for peace, comfort, and clarity. It takes courage to turn within rather than to put your faith in the people and things of this world. But you have enough inner strength and wisdom to do this. The truth within has been spoken. Trust that you can hear it. Again, this is like major going within energy. And I feel like I'm just here to encourage you to do exactly what I just did today and see what messages come through for you, you know. Get quiet and see what you're being cued to do, or even just allowing that space to happen where there can be some emptiness. It feels very clearing. And yeah, I think even if you're taking the time to take that space, if you don't hear messages, if you don't see anything, it doesn't matter. It's about just creating some space, because we're in this eclipse portal right now. And something that I keep being reminded of is how much magic we hold. And again, this message of the tree of life, of bringing spirit into form. We have to create space for that to happen. And it feels like there is so much that wants to come through right now, which is really exciting. But we have to let go of the old. We have to just, or even for a moment, right? Like, just let go of the surroundings and fall into this liminal space. It's that time of year to start entering those spaces more as the sunlight wanes each day. So, at least in the northern hemisphere. All right, so yeah, hope you guys are doing well and sending you lots of love.